Can you share with us some of the key benefits of clinical input early in the design and development process?
Yes. So there are, of course, many benefits to do so, but I'm going to highlight 3 of those. And the first one is, of course, to optimize the design. And, having clinical input doesn't necessarily mean to have a doctor, because, of course, it will cost the company to hire, doctors to get that input. But, besides that, it also takes time to build this relationship between, a manufacturer, industry, and healthcare professionals. So really, when we say clinical input, it can come from, subject expert matters, as we say, SMEs.
Yeah, SMEs.
And so again, it depends on the product, its intended purpose, how it's going to be applied, etc. But receiving insights into how the product will be used in real setting will allow for design improvements.
Yeah.
Which means that, the company needs to have an iterative development approach. So kind of incorporating feedback and making adjustments as the product evolves. That's very important in optimizing a design.
Yeah.
The second one is risk mitigation. And I know we talked about emphasizing, of course, patient safety, because that's really what it is all about. So having early clinical input can, of course, help to identify and, address safety and usability concerns really before they actually become a major issue.
Yeah.
And it can also contribute to reducing risks. And, while on the market, also adverse events and recalls, etc. So that's why it's very important to have the clinical input in order to understand its use and hence, mitigate the risks. And also increase patient safety, of course.
Yeah.
And then the third one is time and cost savings, because addressing issues early will, of course, reduce the need for major design changes later on in the development process. And therefore, it will also save time and resources. But mostly, it will kind of speed, as we talked about, the product to market.